got done with the 3 pieces.
Chris Vadala, a world-renowned saxophone artist, sat in on a rehearsal of the Brockton High School concert band ahead of the Pops concert he'll be playing with them on Wednesday night.
Play, and I'm a drive-by. I'm gone. But your commitment is to keep going on with this stuff. Some of you, I don't know what you do. Okay, so what's up?
Let's do quitters.
Okay.
We'll come back. Okay. Let's just read these 3 and then we'll come back, okay?
These are all brand new arrangements. You folks have made me voyage. I had somebody, I commissioned somebody to write these charts out.
This is a nice one, yeah. The children come on.
Okay.
I got a nice score.
So we can't.
All right, here we go. Let's do the best we can. Ready? Yeah. One second. Just let's read these 3 numbers, and then we'll go because we don't have that much time. Here we go. Ready?
So I've got a lot of, half of me is Massachusetts. Okay, so I have DNA Massachusetts in me. So it's always great coming back up to this neck of the woods. And I've known Mr. McCann for a lot of years and respected him as a musician. I try to get him to play, but he won't do it, you know. No, trumpet. No, see, the original, on the A Train, the first solo was supposed to be a trumpet solo. And it's actually written out. It's by a great jazz trumpet player named Cootie Williams, who played in the Duke Ellington band. So I thought maybe one of your trumpet players was going to play. That's why I kind of stood there and waited to see what was going to happen. And he looked at me and said, "Play." So then that's when I went up to him in jest, because I know he wanted to do this instead of that. So why don't you play the trumpet solo? It's written out, you know, but we'll have it covered. Questions? What? Yeah.
When did you pick up the sax?
I was in 4th grade, and I started then. And I had a really good teacher in New York who. You ever heard the word vaudeville at all? Is that registered at all? Okay. In the olden days, when they had movies and musicals, all the musicians were live. Nothing was taped. Nothing was piped in. And as a result, some of these players had to play a whole rack of instruments. My private teacher at that age played clarinet, saxophone, flute, mandolin, trumpet, I mean, he just had a host of horns. So my brother studied trumpet with him, my sister studied flute with him, and I studied saxophone first, then I went to clarinet, and then I went to flute before I went to college. So what I'm getting at is there are people out there that are gifted enough to be able to cover pedagogy and a whole bunch of different instruments. But to get back to your question, I started in middle school, and I was telling Ms. Macrina, we were talking about teachers. He's obviously very influential, I'm sure. My most influential teacher until I got to college was my middle school band director, because he was a bassoon major, graduate of the Juilliard School of Music in New York, but he also played jazz piano. And at night, he would moonlight playing in combos or solo piano stuff. So when we were 12 years old, 13 years old, he said, let's put a jazz combo together. I didn't even know what the word jazz was. I was trying to figure out what Rubank was all about, okay, if you know what I'm talking about. And he made us go out and listen to recordings and put it in our ears and go out and do that. So it kind of goes this way. There was a reporter here a minute ago and said, what do you expect, what do you see for these folks here? I said, there are two F words that I like to leave with people. Don't get nervous. Focus and have fun, okay? If you weren't having fun or enjoying this, what you're in, you wouldn't be in the band. You'd be doing something else. So it's got to be fun, but you got to be focused. You got to be. I did something at University of Arkansas recently. I was a guest soloist out there with jazz bands and a jazz vocal group, which I hadn't done much of that stuff before. And the band director, the vocal jazz director, had a hat that I thought was really interesting. It said passion, and that's, you know, it might sound a little bit, you know, diluted or whatever, but it's true. You know, if you're going to be committed to this stuff here, this is a different language. You know, you're learning, I mean, I'm sure you're learning some foreign language here, Spanish or French or whatever it happens to be, but this is a different language. However, everybody out in the audience can understand that language once you put it together. And so that word passion kind of resonated. He actually bought me a passion hat, so I have it at home. But that's what I think this is all about. Once you really feel like you got, and the other thing is commitment too, because if one person is out of place, you can tell it's not going to be the perfect examples. Everybody's got to, you know, be committed to it, and they've all got to be dedicated. And it sounds like I'm preaching here, but that's the end result.